It's you! Dang, you got me good that time. Say, how'd you like to get in on a little secret? Here's the scoop. I may or may not be in the possession of information that may or may not lead to the capture of something big, real big. Something simply known in the Yak Girl community as it. But I'm afraid that's all I can say for now. I'll let you know how it goes. See ya!
Hey, Builder. I got a real important, official Silver Core commission for you. Well, if you're standing here talking to me, that means you must have time. Basically, all I need is an official Silver Core deputy cap for the upcoming promotion ceremony I'm organizing. Oh, and you should join the ceremony too. Being all that's transpired recently, it seemed only right to make you builders honorary members of the Silver Corps, which means you may very well be making your own deputy cap. That's right. The next deputy of Sandrock might even be you. Hey, don't look so surprised, partner. Even new members of the Corps can be considered for the position, and you really showed that Giggler boss guy who's boss. Anyway, I just wanted to commission a deputy cap for the ceremony. Whoever gets promoted gets the cap. So, what do you say? All right, hats off to you, partner. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Here's a recipe for making it at your work table. Come drop it off when it's made.
Well, if it isn't my favorite builder! No sooner was I just thinking of you, and here you are before me. I've had the most enlightening idea, and I 10 picture frames, post haste. What are they for? Well, it's not that I don't trust you, but when it comes to good sales ideas, the fewer people who know the better, you know? Don't worry, I'll fill you in later. That's why you're the best! Always so reliable! These picture frames, do you think you can make them within 3 days? Such opportunities can be fleeting, no? Thanks! See you soon!
I've been situated here in Sandrock for as long as I can remember. Right here at the Blue Moon. In a way, I guess you could say we grew together. Uh-huh. Skinny, this is glorious! The precision, the craftsmanship, the definition. I mean, just look at that veiny vascularity. You can't possibly know what it's like to have something you've worked so hard to create finally be right in front of you. Something made by your own blood, sweat, and tears. To be a creator. Leave me, Skinny. I need some time to bask in my glory. You'll get your check in the mail. I've been situated here in Sandrock for as long as I can remember. Right here at the Blue Moon. In a way, I guess you could say we grew together. Uh-huh.
Good day, Builder. I'll have you know that I've decided to stay in this town until I finish writing the story on Logan. It's the hot story in the press right now, and my editor Eduardo is adamant that I see it to the end, no matter the cost. Since I don't see Logan being captured anytime soon, I've decided to move into the Old Town Lodge. The Blue Moon is cheap and quaint, but it's so noisy that I can't write for the life of me, and I keep having nightmares. Writing for the Atara Times is only my day job. I'm actually a novelist at heart. Though, I'm a bit upset that my boss sent his strictest editor to oversee my writing. I wholeheartedly believe that my writing will one day see mass popularity. Indeed. Small columns pay the bills, but are hardly fulfilling as a creator. The novel is the true proving ground for one's skill. This Logan character, adapting his story into a narrative of my own, could be the next big step for my career. Oh, well, yes, of course I have to do an adaptation. Not just write about his life. I'm writing a novel, not a biography. Plus, if I used his likeness without his permission, who knows what a crude felon like that could do? He might sue! Furthermore, I'll never meet the guy. Well, let's hope. I'll never get an interview. I'll certainly never get permission to write about him, and yeah, this way I can write whatever I think will be best for the novel. Much better. I'll just make a bandit character based on him and call him Rocky. No, Dr. Killface. That's terrible. Right, of course. I did actually have a point to make with this tangent. That desk at my new apartment. That desk, the height is all wrong. The way I have to sit to write, it cuts off all the circulation to my brain. Now all my ideas are terrible. So, I need your finest writing desk with a popus comfy chair to get the juices flowing again. I'm counting on you. Great. Remember, I need the finest writing desk with a popus comfy chair. I'll hold off on the writing until I get the furniture set. The best stories need the best furniture. I got another builder and the local carpenter to help out with the rest of the furnishings. Ooh, can't wait for everything to be ready!
You finished! Amazing! Why do I need all these frames, you ask? Well, lately one of my photos, the Desert Rose, has been flying off the shelves and... No! Well, yes. And you see, I come up with the term Desert Rose, and I made it the title for one of the photos I'm selling. Desert Rose, of course, refers to... Yes, precisely! I've started calling the city of Sandrock the Desert Rose. I'm trying to get the term to catch on. You know, good branding like that could get more tourists out here. Anyway, 10 frames are almost certainly not enough. I have a feeling I'll have to reorder a batch from you once these are sold out. After that, I'll give you a share of the profits. Keep in touch!
Now that's what I call a deputy hat. You can really feel the authority flowing out of it. And you know what? I think with such fine handiwork, you might have just improved your chances of becoming our next deputy. The ceremony is tomorrow in Myrtle Square at 9 a.m. sharp. Don't be late.
the humanity! The bombacity! Oh, I told him not to do it! I told him that the abyss would stare right back! He's... It's Penn! He's trapped! Just come quickly! Trouble down by the light shack! I mean, in the dormitory! He's stuck in the dormitory! Oh, thank the light! We're saved!
Hey, are you working? Goodness, I want whatever it is you're putting in your coffee. You're just like my sister, always putting in hours like an Ataran banker. Speaking of my dear sister, I was planning on taking her out on a picnic soon, to help her relax a bit. As I said, she's really been burning the candle at both ends lately. Why, great! It's like we say in Sandrock, a bicycle can always use a third wheel. Now, before we arrange a time, certain preparations must first be made. My sister is quite easily annoyed. Trust me. Which means we'll have to be careful to make this practically perfect in every way. For a proper picnic, of course, a basket of the picnic variety must be provided. Furthermore, said picnic basket must have picnic refreshments within. However, for now, I have none of these. Wonderful! I'd imagine with those amazing crafting skills of yours, you'll be able to make us a basket the envy of picnickers across the land. Meanwhile, I can head over to the Blue Moon and get us a good deal on the delectables. Owen knows me a couple of favors. Here you are, one recipe for a picnic basket. See? I did think this through somewhat. Once you're done, let's just go meet at the ceramic gate and pick a mirror up. Oh, and let's try to get out in the next couple of days. I'm worried the Samswords might be picking up again.
Ben! Do you hear me?
Release me.
Can you hear my voice?
Told you 20 times I can hear you. Now
I'm not sure we're getting through to him.
stuck. So captivating. Could grate cheese on those abs.
He told me not to get anyone's help, but he's been like this for days. We'll save you!
Destroy the mirror.
You built this thing, right? Quickly! You have to turn it off or something. He hasn't eaten in days. Even my secret recipe mush with 11 invisible herbs and spices couldn't snap him out of it.
No, not turn it off. Skinny.
Well, I guess violence is never the answer. Except when it is.
Beautiful. For your bravery today, Skinny Arms, I hereby award you the title of Assistant Protector in Training. Intended for recreational use only, it bears no legally binding authority.
I'm glad you're okay, but Penn, you need to be more careful. As I recall, I did tell you using electric light bulbs, aka artificial light, was one step too close to corrupted old world technology, didn't I?
Yes, I believe someone is owed an apology here.
Well, you don't have to.
But I insist. Yes, perhaps Burgess, if you had simply trusted my judgment and destroyed the mirror like I asked, instead of bothering our friend Skinny, who's always got something on their plate. And it could have been avoided if you had been able, when the chips were down, to just show a little hint of humility.
But I...
Shh. Stay humble.
I'm sorry. I'll be more humble next time. Yippee! Thanks!
Skinny, that was supposed to be an alley-oop. You're supposed to get him to do stuff for you before you forgive him? Well, maybe I could have been more clear. That's on me. In any case, I thank you, Skinny. You have done this world a great service.
All right, now that everyone is here, let the official Silver Corps Deputy Promotion Ceremony begin. Now, I don't need to remind y'all, we've had plenty of ups and downs, highs and lows, as well as no shortage of stormy weather out here in Sandrock. And without all of you giving it your all, Sandrock wouldn't be the safe and secure place it is here today. Nevertheless, there's still one who stands out among the rest. One whose tireless dedication to law and order has earned them the right to call themselves Deputy of the Sandrock Silver Corps.
Wow, I don't know why, but I'm really nervous all of a sudden. I don't think he's going to pick one of us, do you? I mean, I know we're just builders, but...
Now, I don't mean to tantalize you all. I'm sure you're on the tip of your toes wondering who I've chosen to be my deputy. So without further ado, our next deputy is known not for brute strength, but nimbleness and wisdom. Our deputy brings a uniqueness to the team
I think he
and
is.
fills in the gaps in our core skill set with raw, individual talent. With flowing black hair that shimmers in the sunlight as they dish out hearty, heaping helpings of justice with elegance and finesse. Let's give it up for our next deputy, Captain Cat.
What the cat?
Yes, Captain, or should I say, Deputy Captain, has not only been diligent in patrol work, but this year's mice incidents have fallen to an all-time low. Yes, there really is no question that Captain is the most deserving of this title. One more time, a round of applause for our new deputy.
I'm so embarrassed, but congrats.
Congratulations, Captain.
And now, to complete the ceremony, I will place the official deputy cap upon the head of our new deputy. Get on up here, Captain. Everyone, keep giving it your all out there. Dismissed.
Yo-ho, Skinny! Fancy seeing you here in this city where we both live. How sick was that front flip? Yeah, did you see the part where I was like, whoosh? But hey, just as I saw you running about through town and ambushed you, it got me doing something I almost never do. Thinking! We've been hanging out and chatting, and you're always giving me stuff and buying things. I'm starting to think we've become really good friends. I knew I'd be able to recognize friendship if it did indeed come along. So, hey, I think it's confession time. Remember how when we first met, I did a totally sick flip like I did just now and offered you a combat course? Well, the truth of it is, I don't really like teaching people anything. That whole tutorial shebang is really just an excuse for me to beat people up. Hard to believe, I know. But say, since we're friends now, why don't I give you a real combat tutorial? Maybe I can even offer you an introduction to Space Punch! Well, duh. Of course it's great. I came up with it. Come, Skinny, we have much work to do. All right, we're here. Welcome to Space Punch 101. I'll be your instructor. I hope you brought your pen. You don't really need a pen. That was just an icebreaker. So, the first thing about Space Punch is you take your hand like this and, Any questions? Come now, Skinny, don't be shy. If you never ask, you'll never know. Here, let me show you some more examples. Boop! Space Punch. Space Punch! Well... Look, Skinny, this is my class, okay? I make the rules. I call the shots. Hands on. Right. This is my first time actually trying to teach anyone something, okay? But normally I'm great at everything I do after trying for like 5 minutes, so just I know what the problem is. I can't just space punch out of nowhere. Not without a target. Yeah, follow me, Skinny. Behold as I use my fist to paint upon this canvas of sky. Space Punch! And the crowd goes wild. Rearrange your vestibules. Whew. Well, I think that will answer any questions you might have had. So, go ahead. Space Punch time! Go for it! Oh. Oh no. I failed. For the first time in my life, I've failed. It feels... gross. It feels really bad. Dang it, Skinny. I failed you. My only friend, and I blew it. Makes me so mad, I just want to... Ugh. It's not okay, Skinny. I can't fail. What will people say when they find out? Deep breaths, Panel Boy. Just like the minister says, take all those bad thoughts and push them down. Deep down. You know what, Skinny? This is going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. You know why? Exactly. Everyone cares about what Penn does. Everyone's always got their eye on me, just waiting for that moment for me to slip up so they can laugh. But we won't let them know, will we, Skinny? We're going to keep this all between us pals, yes? That is good to hear, Skinny. Truly, you are a stalwart companion. Trustworthy, far beyond any length I could throw you. And believe you me, that's far. Very far. So it seems there really are things beyond even one such as myself. The glorious protector of Sandrock. You know, Skinny, I've never had someone I really considered a friend before. Furthermore, I always promised myself I'd never be friends with anyone who didn't have an awesome cape, but you made me break that promise. Seems I couldn't predict the future. Perhaps there are many things I cannot do. Perhaps there is indeed a lesson here to be learned. When I got stuck looking into that mirror, failing today as a teacher, occasionally getting edged out in whack-a-mole from time to time. Perhaps the lesson of humility I often preach was meant for me. Yes. Yes, that's precisely it, Skinny. I can't just take my own greatness for granted. Even though I've historically been ridiculously awesome at everything and done so effortlessly, that doesn't mean it's always going to be so. I need to treat people better. I need to do something nice for Burgess. I need to write this stuff down. Do you have a pen? I know I said you didn't need one. I wasn't planning on having an epiphany. You don't? Ah, well. I'm sure I'll remember it. Hey, look over there! A rocket rooster. Watch me tie its neck in a knot. Smell you later, Skinny.
Amira, my dear, dear sister. Come now, you said...
I know what I said, Arvio. This order has an exorbitant fee attached to it, and must be completed immediately. I'm surprised I have to explain there are things more important than picnicking.
You've been working past sundown like this for days now. When does it end? Look who's here. We prepared everything for this picnic together. Come out and take a break. You'll thank yourself and me later.
Good. You prepared it together. You can go together. You won't be needing me. Now, if you please, I must return to my work.
Won't be We did this for you, not for ourselves. I invited the builder because I knew they'd make this event that much more special. I know you're older than me, but I'm your brother. It can't always be you taking care of me, you know?
I'm aware, Arvio. It is not my intention to question that. I'm sure you'll get a chance to take care of me. Soon. Just not today. So, if you please...
Tell us about the order. What more do you have to do?
It's for Pablo's friend in Atara. He's working on a display for a flower festival, and wants his booth to stand out. The main pieces are finished. Now I just have about 10 or so more standard urns for the more common plants.
10 standard urns? They want to custom make and ship standard urns all the way to Atara?
My craftsmanship is esteemed.
My sister, know that my love for you is great and my respect for your talents is never ending. But an urn is an urn. This is a matter of quantity over quality. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
You really mustn't bother yourselves with this.
I'm afraid we really must. It's as they say back home. 3 heads are more than none. If you and I help out, we can finish this task in no time. And our lovely Rose here won't be forced to wither away. And instead, join us in the coruscating sunshine. What do you say? Alright, our hands are your hands, Anne. So come on, let us help.
It seems there's no stopping you two. Alright. I believe it is as you say. With more hands, I can get ahead on this order. And as such, I might be willing to take the day off tomorrow.
Woohoo!
However, you must follow my instructions carefully. Simple or not, everything that comes from my shop has my name on it. Despite your good intentions, I won't have my reputation dragged through the mud. Understood?
Dear sister, the only thing getting dragged through the mud today is... clay!
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that makes how many? 10? 12? Ow, I'm really sore up here.
We should let them dry for now. I must say, I'm impressed. You took to the wheel like an old hand.
Hey, don't forget about me. My hand is old too.
Of course. Thank you too, Arvio. This was your idea in the first place, wasn't it? Now, I suppose I must be true to my word.
Aha!
And ask of you, is everything set for the picnic tomorrow?
Of course. Would you look at this fabulous basket the builder brought? I've made the order at the Blue Moon. I'll just pick everything up on my way over tomorrow morning. Shall we say, around 9 a.m.?
That sounds delightful. I look forward to seeing you too.
Don't be late. See you.
Many know the dangers of the peripheries, the areas most affected by the Day of Calamity outside the Bajondans. But very few know what it's actually like in there. Now, I've never been out there myself, but I've heard tales from those brave enough to enter those treacherous lands. Some call them the Rangers of the Peripheries. Everyone knows that the peripheries to the west are pretty much permanently uninhabitable. No one's ever made it more than a few hundred leagues in these and lived to tell the tale. And the legends of horrifying beasts, out-of-control AIs, lost super weapons, well, don't even get me started. From what I've heard, there are a lot of fine relics in there. But since it's too dangerous, no one's ever dared to bring them out.